petition number 868, Michelle Moore Cipriano and Darlene Pepera, Raynham, Massachusetts, request for a special permit pursuant to Raynham zoning bylaws, section 7.4, specific uses authorized by special permit, to allow the refinishing of the basement, allowing for more square footage of the in-law apartment that was allowed by the Board of Appeals at locust property at 494 Orchard Street, Raynham Assessors Map 14, Lot 140. Anyone wishing to be heard on this matter should attend the hearing. A copy of the plan and application may be viewed in full at the Raynham Town Clerk's office during scheduled business hours by the Raynham Board of Appeals.
Now, who signed that? The assessors, I signed that somewhere. Can you read it?
Gordon Luciano.
Okay, thank you. All those who intend to give testimony here tonight, please rise. Anything you're going to say? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Will you come forward, please, and present reasons for granting the petition?
My name is John Moore. I'm Michelle Moore's husband and Darlene's brother-in-law. When we moved in 5 years ago, me and my wife live in the in-law, and it's a 7-foot 6-inch basement, nice basement, down cellar. My son comes over. It used to be every other weekend. Now it's every weekend. And like anybody else, the longer you live in a place, it's smaller it seems to get. And the basement is in great shape. We're just trying to do it the right way. We don't want extension cords running. We actually want outlets in the wall. We want to vapor-proof it. Go the right road. And I guess we have to request an additional, I think it's about 200 square feet. It's actually half the basement is what we want to redo over. We're not changing the footprint of the house at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just using what's already available.
And just improving the, is it the
in-law side.
The in-law side. No, that's accessed by a
Bulkhead?
5-by-6 way into the building, is it?
5-by-6. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's a bulkhead out back.
Mm-hmm.
Plus we have access from the main
Right
house.
from the bulkhead into the.
Right.
This
Right,
is sort of
with egress from downstairs.
The house is sort of a section apart.
Yeah, there used to be, when we first moved in, we got a permit, we turned a 2-car garage, we separated the two buildings into it's a family room, it's shared by both of us now. So yeah, you have access right there.
So now it's a in-law apartment?
Yes.
Okay, and you're going to, and there was a basement in that garage?
No, in the in-law side is a basement.
Okay.
The garage is the slab.
Okay.
We did that, how long ago was that? We did that? About 4 years ago. when
4
we
years
first
ago.
moved in.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
All right. Are there any others here who would be favorable for granting the petition? And if so, are you sworn?
Favorable?
Have you been sworn in?
No.
I didn't notice that you stood. Do you solemnly swear that your testimony you're about to give this board shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Fine. Do you have any particular reasons other than yes?
Just more space.
There's more space.
Yeah.
Fine.
More space, so
And your full name is?
Michelle Moore.
Michelle
Maiden name
Moore,
is Cipriano,
okay.
that I brought the house number, yes.
Fine. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Any questions?
I do have a few questions. Do I understand from, I'm looking at a plan dated July 29th, 2002, which describes the in-law apartment as about 24 by, 29. Okay.
You got it?
Is that about right? So help me out with my math here. You're far better than I am. About how many square feet is that?
that we have existing?
Right.
I think it works up to 690, right? Somewhere give or take, I believe. When we bought the house, that's what it was.
That'd be 24 times 29. Does
I
that
don't
sound
know.
right?
I'm not very good at math
Okay.
either.
Okay, so you're proposing to add about 200 onto that.
I think it works out to about 200, just under 200.
Thank you.
Going to make a total of how much?
6, 7, 8, 90.
890.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be more like a playroom downstairs. We just want to make it, you know, it's not going to be,
You're aware of the max.
well, I guess that's why what is the max? No, I'm not.
The max is what, 720?
750.
750?
Yeah, I think that's what we're here for, to ask a special request for additional.
Okay,
Because he's at 696 now, so that'd be 896, 900.
900. 750, 850 more, but it'd be in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
It's being used now, it's just, well, you know how basements go.
Yeah, it's just not finished.
And it's commonly accessible from both the main house and from the
No,
in-law
just
apartment?
from the in-law.
yours? Mhm.
Just from the in-law, yeah. There's a slab that separates the two houses, one from the other.
So are there stairs in it that go down, or is it
There's
just the
stairs, yeah,
bulkhead?
from the in-law
Okay.
house, and there's also a way
bulkhead.
of egress, the bulkhead on
Okay.
the back side of it.
So there's two ways in and out,
Yeah, way of egress, yeah, absolutely.
good for fire.
Yeah, and that's what's bothering me now, we have, with the kids with their playstations and extension cords, I'd like to do it, make everything happy.
Are there any communications favoring the petition?
I
think you
don't
do.
see any, no.
All right. Are there any objectors present? Hearing none. Any communications requesting denial?
I don't see any, no.
Any pertinent comments from others? Hearing none, I'll declare the hearing closed. We'll go into a executive session. All may remain but while the board deliberates, but none may speak. Do you have any questions on this? It is,
I don't.
I don't.
it's just a matter of working within the same footprint of what they
What they already
had. It's not going any further, even though it does go beyond the total square footage that's allowed by the bylaw. So we have to consider that and approve that. How do you feel about that?
I think under the circumstances, it's acceptable. It sounds like it's room that they're using anyway, and it's a question of just finishing it. And I have no objection to it.
No, I don't either.
I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. so.
No, it's already there.
Yes,
I would vote in favor.
yes,
In favor.
yes. We'll open the meeting again unanimously. We granted you the petition, and this will be registered with the town clerk within 15 days. And of course, you want to record this with Northern Bristol District Registry of Deeds to make it effective.
All right, thank you very much, folks.
Thank you for coming.
Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Drive safe, drive tomorrow.
Military. Next matter to come before the board is 869 Pelletieri on King Street. The proceedings are being transcribed with full participation of the members of the board. Call the hearing to order at 10 minutes after 8 o'clock on this 11th day of January 2012, Municipal Building, Town of Raynham. The participating board members again will be on my far left, Associate Member Allison Johnson. On my immediate left, Attorney Colleen Cosner, Associate Member. My name is Newton, I'm Chairman of the Board. Will the clerk read the petition and other relevant matters, please?
The Raynham Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, January 11th, 2012, at 7 p.m. at Raynham Veterans Memorial Town Hall, 558 South Main Street, to consider petition number 869, Michael F. Pelletieri, Raynham, Massachusetts, request for a special permit to Raynham zoning bylaws, section 7.4, alteration, change, or extension of pre-existing non-conforming structures or uses to allow a second floor on an existing garage for the purpose of living space. A variance was previously granted on the garage to expand to its current size and location. The locus property is 500 King Street, Raynham Assessors Map 12, Lot 17. Anyone wishing to be heard on this matter should attend the hearing. A copy of the plan and application may be viewed in full at the Raynham Town Clerk's office during scheduled business hours by the Raynham Board of Appeals. The assessor's list is certified by Gordon Luciano.
Thank you, Gordon Luciano. All those who intend to give testimony tonight, please rise. Raise your right hands. You solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give this board should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Thank you. Will the petitioner or representative come forward and state reasons for granting the petition?
Thank you. I'd like to submit at the beginning a letter to the board from my next-door neighbor immediately on the side saying that they have no problems with the room over the garage. It's the rules.
You may read that later.
Okay.
Thank you for having me here. My wife and I would like to put a second floor room over the two-car garage that we currently have. We've decided that we are going to stay here in Raynham and retire here in Raynham. We love it here. We've been here for 18 years on King Street, and we're going to live out the rest of our lives, as far as I'm concerned, on King Street.
Kaplan has gone that long.
Been gone that long. Yeah. In order to make that a little bit easier, I have a situation where my lot is only 100 feet wide, and the lots in that area are very tiny, width-wise, a little bit deep. So any kind of expansion whatsoever would have required a variance from the board anyway. This situation allows me to put a nice room above the garage where my wife and I can enjoy some additional living space. We're going to have part of that room hopefully as an exercise room where we may be able to stay fit so we can live a good long life. And part of it will have a large screen TV in it so that I can have my older children and hopefully soon to be grandchildren back to enjoy the house. And King Street should always be their home, where I want to always be able to have them. And we don't want to move. We don't want to buy a bigger house. We don't want anything like that.
You have 3 children?
3 children, yes I do. I have a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 14-year-old. And we've decided that we want to make Raynham our home forever. So in order to do that, we just want to do a little bit expansion on top of the garage. I think the room doesn't exceed the footprint whatsoever. And I really have no other place to put it. I think it's going to make a beautiful looking house from the street. Doesn't affect anyone's view of anything. It doesn't affect the neighbors who have a letter from there who are pretty good friends of ours. They have a young child as well. And I'm hoping the board will grant us permission to build a room above the garage so that we can make our house even better to continue our lives here in Raynham.
This will be sort of a family room for you?
It will be. Yes, it will. Hopefully a little bit exercise side, mostly family room. And there's no other place to put this room. That's one of the situations that I have. I don't have any land to put it on.
I'm sure as a nurse, your wife will keep you healthy.
She is keeping me as fit as possible because she wants me around for a long time, so we're helping each other out as much as we can.
Good for her. Any others favorable for the petition? Are you the contractor?
Jeff is my contractor, who I brought along in case you had any questions.
He looks like a contractor.
That good or bad?
You have any questions?
I'm just curious, what's the size of it? The
I believe
garage?
the room is gonna be 24 by 24?
26, that's what I
24 by 26. Same size as the garage.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Anything further, Allison?
Just curious, will there be addition from the house into it versus, I see the stairs out back? Okay.
There'll be a sliding, or if you will, pocket door from the bedroom, the master bedroom, to the room, and the stairs and door are there for a second means of egress, because that room will be out over the garage.
Okay.
And should anything happen, our main path now is down the main stairs. And if we're out there, something should happen in the middle, we'd like a second means to get out of there. That's why the door is there with the stairs.
No, that's fine, I was just
Yeah.
curious, yeah. Okay, so the slide is off the existing bedroom, is that
Yes.
pretty, it's like a pocket door more?
It's gonna be a pocket door. Yeah.
Okay.
May I ask a question, Mr. Newton? We were just noticing that there is a half bath there, backing up to an existing full bath. It's nobody's intention to use this as an in-law apartment or anything,
Absolutely not.
it's
It's just another
strictly-
space to have a bath where the kids can go and not use mom and dad's master bathroom.
Just, of course, you're aware that there are other requirements for an
Absolutely,
in-law
this
apartment.
is, no, this is.
Sure.
You had mentioned it, so I didn't know.
That's okay. No, there's a master bathroom there, my wife and I created a while ago, some space, and we really don't want the kids and
No, you don't want them
grandkids
going
tromping
far.
in there if we have to, because sometimes kids don't have that good of aim and things like that, and, so, we would, like to have another little half bath there.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anything further?
No.
Nothing?
No.
I think you explained yourself well. Communications advocating for the applicant.
There's one letter which was delivered by the petitioner. It is dated January 7th, 2012. Dear Sir, it is okay if Mike and Carol Pelletier put a room over their garage. We are neighbors and friends and don't mind the room at all. Regards, Christopher Roy.
Fine, thank you. Make that it's a matter of, leave it a matter of record. I think you've said all you need to say to us.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Declare the hearing closed, the board will go into executive session, all may remain while the board deliberates, but none may speak. How do you feel about it, Allison?
I'm okay with it, I'm fine with it.
Colleen?
I don't think it's any more intensive than the pre-existing structure and use. Therefore, I have no problem granting it.
I have done. Yes,
All in favor?
yes, yes, thank you. The board has voted on the petition unanimously and will announce the decision. Will be filed with the town clerk within 15 days and must be also registered with the Registry of Deeds, Northern Bristol District. And I thank you for coming. Say hello to Carol for me.
Thank you, Bob, I will. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
We need one for our file.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. Good night.
Thanks.
Meeting's still in session, or am I too late?
Everything's closed.
It's closed?
Who are you for or against?
I'm not for or against anyone. I was going to ask a question, that was all.
Maybe we
So
can
the
answer,
town meeting is over?
maybe we can answer it for you.
That was a request for expansion of the downstairs area at on Orchard Street. House
Yes.
residential. And I guess my question was, why would you have to get a variance for that? Because you've already got approval for the house itself.
Well, it's a matter of, they're going beyond the
Square footage.
law that says 750 feet. And they're going beyond that in
On
their,
that size piece
in
of
their
property?
basement. In their
On
basement.
any property.
It's an
In-law.
in-law apartment, and an in-law apartment is only allowed 750 square feet. Now, they're going beyond that by about 150, even though it is in the basement. It's beyond the scope of the bylaw, the town bylaw.
I didn't realize, and I really had no issues, more out of curiosity, because I've got a house across the street, and, I've got no issues with doing it, but I just didn't understand.
What
so I
is your
figured
name,
I'd sit
sir?
down and- My name is Sale, William Sale.
William
I live on
Sale.
King Street, actually.
Bill Sale,
You?
salesman,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do I know you?
sure you do. Bob Newton,
Oh, my God, Bob, it's been so many years.
yeah, 40.
I don't know how long it's been, but certainly,
Yeah,
but that's the only reason I stopped in. No, I wasn't here to object, it's just more out of
no,
curiosity.
he just, yeah. Well, that was on, I'd say on Orchard Street or King Street?
It's on Orchard Street.
But you live on King.
I live on
Oh,
King.
King
Oh,
Street.
I live on the same street you used to live on.
Yeah, that was 14 years ago. That's in there?
Just yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mean to hold you folks up. Thank you.
Not at all. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Have a happy new year.
You too. You too.
Did we declare closed?
He was married to the most beautiful woman from South America. And going down North Main Street,
Are we still on TV?
is it off?
Is our meeting moved to adjourn?
Yeah,